But we're going to tell you all about it. Lynn, welcome to Morning Rush.
Thank you so much, Andy. Lovely to be here.
Lynn, of course, you can explain what fine artist is, but one thing that I didn't notice when I was reading about your work was this issue of fire. Fire being like a renewing and a destroyer, but it seems to be a powerful image when it comes to your vision of painting and your vision of what you want to look at. Talk to us a little bit about yourself and also about fine art and that fire issue.
Thank you, Andy. So I suppose fire and fine kind of sound the same. And fire it's a force that actually shapes all of us. And whether it's a metaphorical fire, whether it's a physical fire, it's something that comes into all of our lives, and it's no respecter of age, race, creed. It is something that hits all of us, metaphorically even. So disaster, death, divorce, drugs, metaphorically and or real fires, which I have had 2 of very big house fires in my life.
Oh, shame, sorry.
So that whole kind of nucleus of fire, I think informs my art. And when you say fine art, what is fine art? It's a discipline which is tending towards paintings, sculpture, installation art, performance art. Fine art it's a nebulous thing, and sometimes it's not so fine. Sometimes it's very rough and crude. But fine art, I think, just describes anything that is not necessarily of commercial value, although that's wonderful if it is. But fine art is just an outpouring of emotion from an artist.
So it isn't like I walk in and like you go to a gallery, you see paintings. I mean, that is one aspect of it. But there's all other things like watching, as you said, installation art and so forth. I mean, some of the stuff Zimbabweans don't really get to experience.
Yeah, and the disciplines of art are so varied. So to me, it really encompasses so many things. And in the exhibition we've planned now, which is based, as you say, around fire, which I'll talk about just now, we've pulled together so many disciplines. So my daughter Kelle is a makeup artist, and she's now produced a film with her collaborators Seb and Faz, and they've produced an art film to do with fire. So film comes into art. Film is art.
Yeah,
music. Hope Masika is doing music for us on this film, and that's art of a high caliber. I'm doing visuals in terms of paintings. Johnson Zuze is doing wire sculptures out of found objects and snare wire, which I collect from the field. So art and installations are a very open-edged field. Yeah. You know, it's no longer, art is not just a painting.
Anaa, Vera, Kelle. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Anaa, welcome to ZTN Prime. It's a pleasure having you here. Now, there is already a piece in our newspaper, H Metro, about you being the collaboration with Ayasha and Theatre in the Park, of course. So you are a director, okay? But, it's interesting because in Zimbabwe people think film, but you actually are, is it a play director, a film director? Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a theatre director, actually. So in Germany, we would differentiate between film directing and theatre directing. So I'm really focusing on theatre.
Now, now, how does it work? Because I'm terrible at names, or particularly German ones. Theatre Strahl Berlin, right?
Yes.
So you've got into collaboration with Ayasha. Talk to us about that.
Yeah. So I'm working for a theatre in Berlin, which is a youth theatre. It's called Theatre Strahl, and we are doing a second collaboration already with Ayasha. So we have done one already in 2017, which was called Black and White Ain't No Colors, and it was very much about getting to know each other and how does it feel like to go to the other continent for the first time. So we had a group of actors coming from Germany to Zimbabwe, and we had a group from Zimbabwe coming to Germany, and we were meeting for the first time, traveling around and getting to know each other, and then we this whole experience we put on stage. That's what we did in 2017, and it was an incredible experience for everyone.
So 17 to now, this is the second trip
That's the second trip now, and so we thought, okay, we really want to continue with this collaboration, and as we know each other already a bit now, we continued and said, okay, we are not doing such a personal thing anymore, but we want to focus on a global issue, which is climate change. What we did is we kind of, a general setting is kind of a radio setting. So we've got 2 radio shows, one from Berlin, one from Bulawayo. So that's how we bring in the different countries. Oh, right. And then we have just 2 moderators who rather bring in the topic in a personal way and also entertaining way, just talking about how they deal with this or how they deal also with water, for example, which is quite different. Like in Germany, we don't experience water shortages,
Right.
which is a huge thing in Bulawayo right now.